The roll test. Test. Testing. Looks like this is going to stay holding together. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah. .507 warming up for the classic. They call me a classic king.
Tying forward.
It's Classic Radio Roundup on 27115.
I'd like to thank E.F. Johnson Corporation.
Tying forward. Burger.
Bye, Rooster.
What do we got there, Badger?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
How are you doing tonight?
Doing all right. I finally able to join the group on Wednesday nights and Sunday nights because of my job change. So I got a normal life again.
So you're kind of like semi-retired.
Yes, that's it. So I'm working part-time in town just to keep up my health insurance, my medical. But this company's great. I work 30 hours a week. I go in at 8:30 in the morning. I get out at 3 in the afternoon. And I get medical, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacations, free time off. And it's all 10 months. It's seasonal, so it's 10 months out of the year. So I work right up until the beginning of December, and then I'm off for December and January. I come back in February. And no more driving truck.
Yeah, 10-4, then you got all the benefits covered.
Yep. So the way I'm looking at it right now, come time I'm 65 and Medicare is an offer, you know what? If I'm doing good with this company, I'm not going to quit. I'd rather have good company paid benefits than Medicare.
Yeah, 10-4 on that. You're sounding good over here tonight, Badger.
Well, I appreciate that, Senor. Yeah, you're really doing it to it tonight too. You're nice and loud, and your audio is nice and crystal clear.
Yeah, that's the ticket. It's a Turner +3 on the 29.95.
Copy on the 95. Nice radio.
Yes, they are.
You guys are
What's up there, Badger and Rooster?
lying down here, but there's still a lot of racket, so I'm going to just sit here for a bit. 507.
What's up there, Badger and Rooster?
All right, 507. 507, we definitely got a copy on you out there. I understand the conditions are unfavorable, but I definitely heard you in there.
Yeah, we'll catch up with you in a little bit when the dog x-ray fades out.
Copy that.
Hello there, 507, and hello there, Goose.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Howdy, howdy. Good evening time to y'all.
Is that Pistol Pete?
I think it's 507 maybe, or Goose.
Yeah,
I don't think Badger can hear me.
we'll sit here for a bit and wait for Mother Nature.
Well, that sounds like 441 out there.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm Goose. I ain't know whatever you said.
Okay, Goose. Yep. Good evening. It's Badger.
Good evening time to you. I said howdy, but I guess you couldn't hear me.
Well, I hear you now.
I'll turn the audio up a little bit.
Roger, roger.
Break.
Go ahead, break. Come on in. 27115, the Wednesday night classic radio roundup.
Hey, it's Mr. Fix-It.
Yeah, who is it?
Mr. Fix-It.
Good evening, Mr. Fix-It. Welcome to the band.
Finally got one of my mics working.
Well, it's only gonna need more audio to go along with that mic.
Well, it's cobbled together, and it's also a new radio, so.
Mr. Fix-It, you're sounding good.
I'm looking to get me a power mic. I got taken on Facebook Marketplace on a Super Sidekick and a Plus 2. Neither of them work.
Yeah, there's a lot of crooks out there these days.
Not tested. Either that or it worked when I put it away 20 years ago. Hey, Mr. Fix-It, what's your number? What do you mean? Your call number. I don't have one. IN4.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Fix-It, what's your 20?
I'm up on the hill in Bechtel'sville, Lazy K Campground.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm down here in North Coventry, just south of Pottstown.
Yeah, I got me a new radio, a Midland 13898.
Yeah, what's the model number?
13-898. It's an old sideband from 73.
Very nice.
Can't find crap about it online, though. Guy I got it from must have been Roper because it's dead keyed at 2 watts.
Hello, Classic Radio Roundup, countywide.
There he is.
Good evening time here, countywide. Strap.
Yeah, good evening all. Welcome to the Classic Radio Roundup.
Yeah.
Y'all, this is Spam Cam.
Hello, Spam Can. I hear ya. Welcome to the Roundup.
How you feeling tonight, Spitfire?
Oh, I'm doing great. Running my Glowing Glass Classic tonight.
rig, but I figured pop in and say hello to y'all.
My big old Tram Titan.
Oh, you're sounding pretty good here on the mountain.
Well, you're sounding just as good off that mountain down here in the volcano crater.
Who else is out there tonight listening land?
I don't know. I don't know who's all in here yet. I got a little bit of a late start.
Hey, countywide, 507 was in there. You know him?
Yes, I know 507.
Okay, yeah, he was in here. He said he's going to stay back a little bit until the noise drops a little bit more in his area.
Well, see, that's what happens when you run a 6-element Yagi. You pick up more than you want to sometimes.
Say a couple of words of wisdom, Pete. Pete, I'm running a video gate, buddy.
Words of wisdom coming from a guy that's unwise. That's going to be a difficult challenge, especially when I'm not prepared with any pre-prepared written statements to make a statement about. So maybe just some goofy babble will be enough to come across on your video gate on my glowing glass Tram Titan radio.
Yeah, it's perfect. I had a power supply birdie sweep across the frequency while we did this. So I'll send you this. Thanks for the one you sent me, and we'll repeat this again later. Hi, Chuck. Yes. Hello. Let me just check something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, it's just like the 80s. Thank you.
Oh, well, you're doing fine up here tonight. I hear some skipland noise, but you're well above it. I don't know how much you're getting down there, but you're well above the skipland noise level up here.
Yeah, I just need to change this receiver out for a better noise blanker, but the skip is gone from 7 minutes ago. It just quit.
And just when you think it's gone, it comes back even stronger sometimes. So watch what you say and how you say it and who you say it to.
I think Chuck scared them off. They heard Chuck, and they're like, we got a Vamusier.
Hello, Chuck. Oh, you're going to need more than flea power.
And you're trying not to transmit longer than 3 seconds.
And if you want to get over the Puerto Mexicubans, you're going to need more than flea power.
You got to go around the house with a hammer looking for the switching power supply that sweeps by here.
Yeah, they're all right power supplies until you run into one of those that likes to make a lot of noise. Chances are pretty good it was made in China, and you'll open it up and you look at the circuit board and there's parts missing.
Yes, and there's labels for those parts like L1 and C3.
Yep. You've been down that road before.
First time I noticed that was on a computer power supply. You know, when people used to build their own computers, and they'd buy the power supply and it didn't conform, even though it was rated to conform, but it didn't conform. So what you used to do back then was you took an old Macintosh power supply and you used that instead because it had all those parts.
Yeah, they submit to the FCC for their certification, one with all those parts. Then they get the certification, and then they go ahead and produce them all without those parts.
That is exactly what they used to do. I don't know what they're doing now, but it's something way worse. Like they're sticking fentanyl on the circuit board, maybe.
Well, pretty soon they're going to have to find another outlet for their fentanyl because the border is closed.
Yeah, we'll see how all that all rings out with these people who are, I don't know what they're thinking, what they believe in or what they want, but it ain't the good old USA hot dogs and Chevrolet, I'll tell you that.
I thought it was baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet.
That's it. I got my Chevrolet commercial mixed up with something else.
It's all right. You brought forth it from the anal recesses of my memory.
That's what I do.
Yay.
Chuck, you scared me, man.
Match down.
Now I can hear you.
Copy that, driver.
Yeah, you went from
Got some drivers out there.
3 over guest 9.
Yeah, about 500 watts, voice peaks.
Yeah, that's part 95, right? 500, right.
That's input power, right?
I think that refers to the S-meter lamp.
Oh, a 500 watt S meter lamp? Yeah, that's it. Well, you're both about guess 8 to me up here in the volcano crater.
Yeah, you're S9 plus.
You're running right around guest 9 here, Pete.
Yeah, my big old Tram Titan. Audio monster. I'm not even pushing it hard.
Yeah, that's got over 100% positive or whatever it's doing. It's got some schwang.
Oh, and this thing on the scope, it's got one of them funky, like kind of trapezoidal shapes. Starts to get when you start pushing it, and I'm right there at the edge of it.
Is that one of those plate modulated trams?
Yeah, it's the Tram Titan. I think it's 6BQ5 audio, 6BQ5 final. I believe that's right.
I had one of those at brought it out in the state. I sold it at a Hamfest.
Breaker.
Come on, Brager. Welcome to the Classic Radio Roundup.
Roger on that. Kilowatt checking in. How's everybody doing this evening?
Top of the evening there, Kilowatt.
What's up there, Kilowatt? Sup. How's everybody doing?
Did you get that Josh yet?
Doing tomorrow.
Oh man, I gotta hear it when you get it.
You ain't lying. I want to know how it sounds too.
Hey, I meant to call you. Give me a landline when you get a chance.
My phone's down. I'm down in the office. I don't have a phone here.
I said when you get a chance.
All right, it'll be a while.
Roger.
These trams have the best S meter for old men. I can see it sitting back in my easy chair.
Yeah, we have to bring on with the slider on it, so it's reciprocal.
I was trying to find the power cord for my Pace 1000B. Got 2 of those. I'm going to try that out last night. It's got the largest S-meter ever known to man. Of course, it schwangs all over the place. And the AM IF filter is way too narrow. Good evening, Kilowatt. 507.
Bigger. That S meter is bigger than 3.5 inches. Is it 3.5 inches by 2 3/4 inches?
I'll have to measure it when I pull it out of the corner here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Break it out and measure it, because mine might be bigger than yours.
Sounds like a pissing contest to me.
Yeah, it's only on receive. I don't care about that. I'm looking at
Mine's bigger.
I guess Goose can't hear 507, can you?
I don't know. Is it the one that sounds like he's in a truck or something?
No, he's not in the truck, but you heard him the other night, but you seem to be stepping on him now.
Oh, sorry. Who is it, 507?
Yeah, that's right.
About 507. Let me see if I can hear you.
507, did you step away, or can you hear the Goose?
Can I hear the Goose?
Yeah, can you hear him or no?
Kick it back.
He's right.
Try again, Goose.
Kick it back there, 507.
Switch receivers, I hear him. This has got to go. So I'll pull it out of line.
No, I can't hear him.
No, you can't hear him. He's talking right now, and he can't hear you on the receiver he's on. I guess he's using one of his lesser receivers, but used to can't seem to hear each other, but you have in the past.
Roger. Sorry for stepping on him. I'm fixing this mic, so I'll be on the side anyway for a couple minutes.
No, that's all right. We know it happens. It's just that I seem to be able to hear everybody, but everybody I realize can't hear everybody else, so it happens.
Roger. Yeah, till I get my antenna up. I just fixed this microphone from setting the wire pipe back off because the cable, if you pull it too hard, it just slides right through that connector. I don't like that. I got to glue it. I remember when the Pottstown crowd didn't hear the Delaware County crowd and vice versa, but I heard them both. No, I can hear that guy.
Yeah, that's Chuck. He's down in Westchester.
Hey, Roger. I can hear Chuck.
What county is it that you're in, Dave? Is that still Chester County, or what county is that?
Home of Chester the Molester.
That's still Chester County down where you're at?
Yes, it is.
That's amazing, because Chester County is like less than 2 miles away from me over the river. But that's northern Chester. That's a big-ass county.
I'm in Chester.
Yes, it is.
Well, y'all sound good on my end.
I can hear you, but I guarantee you can't hear me.
I hear you. Hello, Bite Buster. Hey, keep that snow up there, up in your neighborhood. Don't let none of that come down this way.
Did you see that? It was snowing 2 different times.
Yeah, I saw your video online. I was like, holy cats! It was raining down here a little bit off and on around that time. I'm glad we didn't have what you had.
Yeah, it was darn cold, and it's going to be cold tomorrow morning, too. What's going on, Bite Buster? It's Sam Cam.
They had snow and stow today.
Hey, Sam Cam.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw Bite Buster's online video that he posted on Faceplant, but I mean, it wasn't just flurries; it was snowing.
No, I don't have any face or whatnot. Oh, man, you're missing out. Have you checked out Real Life? The graphics are amazing. Yeah, it's in addition to Real Life. Yeah. It's all you old farts. That's all you guys want to do is be on your phones all day. Team, do you hear the train heterodynes?
Do I hear it?
Yeah, the train down in the valley, they have this speed control system, and it has a transmitted signal on this frequency.
I do hear their carrier, but it's on 120.
Well, there's like 3 different tones.
Yeah, I'll be back in a bit. I'm going to switch receivers there. I'm trying out auditioning different ones, so this is a good test.
Yeah, that's part of the protocol on Classic Radio Roundup. You got more than one radio on a try? This is the time and the place to try it.
Got like 50 of them.
Well, we got a lot more than that many weeks left, and well, no, we don't have that many weeks left. But anyway, we'll hang out till you get through them all. Probably not 50 of them in one night, though. That'd be tough.
It was kind of cool last time. I asked Bagger about his Utopia, and he puts the thing on the air.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All you got to do is ask, and if somebody's got it, they'll put it on the air. And the Bagger's good for them oddball questions about all that 60s, 70s, 80s era radios. He knows the ins and outs, whether it's a Cybernet board, a Uniden board, who made it, Toshiba, Toshabi. You know, he knows all that stuff. He's a plethora of, that radio information from those 3 decades. You ask him about anything made after 1990, he may or may not know.
They split fire.
Countywide.
Did you hear what Samcam asked?
No, did he ask me a question?
I think I might have doubled up on you.
Go ahead. There was traffic down this way, so you might not have been heard. Go ahead.
You were mentioning radio stuff before, and I had mentioned if anybody was possibly interested, I could use a little help getting tuned up on 40 meter at some point.
Yeah, well, I think I got your phone number. I just got to plug it into my contacts lists. I mean, I can give you a call and walk you through it if that's what you need, or you need just, I don't know what kind of assistance you need and what your setup is, but right here and now is not really a good place to get into those kind of details. But over the phone, we can do it.
No, of course. I just meant at some point, like, I'm set up and ready to rip. I just need somebody to help check me out, run through audio stuff. Obviously not tonight, but some other point.
Yeah. Well, see, all right. Well, here's the thing. I work second shift Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so my radio days are Sunday night, Monday night, and Wednesday night, pretty much. Tuesdays, I call it short, but those are the times I'm available to play radio and testing and tuning.
Yeah, sounds good. Everybody else too, any of you both would be fine. Like I said, I'm just, it's nice to get an ear from the local.
Yeah. Well, we've got a good distance. We're not too close, not too far. 40 meters should work out no problem pretty much any day or night for the most part, except for maybe the rare occasion. But 40 meters is pretty good. I've gotten on with guys locally around this area and, out 400, 500, 600 miles. So it's a good band for that.
Yeah, for sure.
What kind of antenna you got?
Oh, I got this half-wave end-fed thing that's kind of strung up in a tree. Yeah, I'm not a fan of those end-fed half-wave antennas, but they seem to be popular anymore, and I don't fully understand why, but it should work. Yeah, I just figured to be resident on a couple of different bands, so I decided to give one a whirl. I'm not necessarily married to it yet, but I want to see if I can make it work.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be able to make it work. Most people seem to be able to make them work as long as you got a tuner. Although my preference for multi-banding an HF antenna is put out as much wire as you can put up and feed it with twin lead and then tune it.
Well, that's what I'm hearing. That seems to be the countervailing opinion, and if this thing don't work for me, I think that's going to be my next step.
Yeah, that's always been my success over the years, is much wire as you can put out, fed with twin lead, and then tune it.
I got a metal roof on the house. One of these days, I got to figure out how to turn that into a giant antenna.
I just got a text from a ham friend of mine who's sandbagging, and he said, and I quote, "End-fed equals fail."
Well, I love that kind of outfit.
Well, he's one of those guys that's pretty straightforward, don't pull any punches, and he'll agree with me that balance line fed dipoles, as much wire as you can get out there on your property, tune it.
I mean, let's be honest here. I'm probably just biding my time.
Don't forget the loop.
I had to truck in a whole bunch of concrete, put a tower up.
Well, you know, a tower and a beam is good for, you know, 20, 15, and 10 meters, or, you know, VHF, UHF, if that's your fancy. But for 40, 80, 160, the doublet or balance line fed dipole is king.
So for 80, I'm actually working on putting together an isotron antenna. I don't know if it's going to work, but it seems like it's a space-saving design if nothing else.
I'm not, is that isotron, is that one of them crazy looking, looks like a freaking bird feeder antennas that's small?
That's the one, buddy.
Yeah, well, you know, if you're lot restricted and living in an apartment or something, all right, I can see trying to make that work, but you're going to find it's not going to radiate that well, and it's going to be extremely narrow banded and touchy and twitchy, and, you know, you might get a signal out, but eventually you're not going to be happy with it.
Well, I'm trying to just fart around a little bit of NVIS and see if I can't talk to some local/regional folks. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It'll be a cheap experiment.
You know how you do an NVIS? Like I'm doing NVIS on 40 meters. I got a RG6 cable TV fed 40 meter dipole at 10 feet in the air. It's an excellent NVS antenna.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. That might be my next setup here.
Same thing on 80 meters. You put up a dipole at around 20 feet, and there's your NVIS antenna. It'll work pretty well. Or you want a multi-band, you go with a doublet balance line fed. You want NVIS, a low dipole. But them isotrons, I've known people that had them in the past, and they played with them till they got frustrated and got rid of them. So, you know, go ahead and play with it till you get frustrated. And then just remember what I said.
No, what seemed to happen is that I would get frustrated, and then I would probably go to something a little more conventional, like a plain old dipole. But we'll see. I'll give it a whirl, see what I can't make happen. I like tinkering.
10-4, Roger, right on. Well, I do build dipoles, and I build them to order. And, you know, let me know when you want to order your dipole, and I'll build you one.
I ain't ordering much. Come on, man. You know I got a machine shop, and I'm not going to have somebody make me an antenna.
Oh, you warmed my heart. Dude, you warmed my heart. So that's good. That's good news. All right. So yeah, you got a machine shop. I'm pretty certain you can pull off build a dipole then. 10-4. I think we've been down this road before. I got a machine shop too. And I built dipoles.
Good night, 13.
Oh, wow. You leaving us so soon, Doug?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna call it quits. I've had a long day, and I waited to come in, and you guys jumped in there, and it's great hanging out. But you know what? I gotta call it a day. I'm looking for a good night's sleep.
Well, I didn't mean to hog it up. You know, you can break in any time. If I get rolling, you know, all you gotta do is jump in and stop me. Sometimes I don't realize I'm getting carried away.
That's all right. That's what 13's all about. So you guys have yourself a great evening. It's been a pleasure there. I hope to hear you guys again Sunday night.
All right. Well, at least you checked in. Good to hear you on there. Badger sounding good as always. Countywide radio.
Good night. Nice talking with you. 507.
All right, 507. Have a good night. Everybody else, Goose and all the others, 73rd from 754.
Good night, 754.
I heard him on 40 meters about a month ago.
Who's that, Doug?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what his call is, but if I was dialing around and I heard his voice, I would know who it is just by his voice.
It's D0UG.
That's a German call.
You're thinking too hard.
Yeah, sometimes I do overthink things. I like to nuke the question.
Let me Indulge me for a second here. Hang on. I'm going to make a quick measurement. Hello. Okay, thank you.
Well, if I don't keep, having diarrhea of the mouth, then it gets quiet.
Where's Night Train?
The train doesn't usually pull into the station until about 9 o'clock. Sometimes he's early, but typically around 9. I hope he stops by tonight.
He doesn't pull into the station.
He eats a late dinner.
I think I heard him in the mobile.
Yeah, you had once told me the history of that DX100, where you got it from, what you did or didn't do or whatever. I think you told me a little bit of a story about it. And if there's anything to that story, or if there is a story, I'd appreciate it if you repeat it while he's listening, so I don't have to tell it to him. He can hear it right from the horse's mouth.
Okay.
He's not going to get on and say, amateur radio, the real voice of America.
From what you know, though, from what I can tell, that thing's pretty well stocked, is it not?
Yes, I believe it is, audio-wise.
Well, that makes it easy.
Yeah, I've been doing some research on the net. If it was mine, I saw some pretty cool mods, but it's not mine, so I'm not going down that road. But there's some pretty nifty stuff you can do to that thing.
The bone stock unamplified D104 sounds the best.
That's information I'm sure the night train would want to know.
Yeah, G-stand.
Anything like a G-string?
It's bigger.
I was wondering, it depends who's wearing it.
I don't like G-strings. They keep getting caught in my teeth.
Oh, I think they're handy because they can floss your teeth after you're done eating.
Give me. The 80s are over.
Yeah, you don't see that no more.
Apparently, you guys don't go to Bike Week.
Around here, they used to every day a different bar had a different dance.
Yeah, well, the chicks still wear G-strings at Bike Week.
Yeah, I got rid of my bike.
Who is that, Pete?
I know, but I need a refresher. Who is that?
Mr. Fix-It.
That's right. I knew that. I just couldn't pull it out. Hello, Mr. Fix-It.
You know, I'm pulling you at about a 9 up here.
Well, all right. I hope so, because you're doing the same thing down here.
Well, I'm only pumping out 2 watts.
Yeah. Well, I'm pumping out a whole lot more watts to give you a 9 than you are to give me a 9, so you're doing better.
I think the guy that had this Midland bass before me had an amp on it because it's dead even too.
Well, it's enough to give me an 8 swinging a 9.
Well, good to hear I'm getting out.
And you can hear him, 507?
I hear him, but it sounds like he's got about 25 to 30% modulation here. 8 miles north of Amaranth, Delaware.
Yeah, I don't know what he's using for a mic, but yeah, he's not the loudest one on the frequency, but he's a lot closer to me, I guess, so it's not hard.
I'm using a Michenstein.
What's a Michenstein?
Well, it's a Turner Plus 2 bass with a nondescript element, and the amps are all bad in it, so I just wired it up as a regular mic.
All right. Well, it sounds all right. It's not loud or anything, but it sounds all right.
Yeah, these are the mics that I got taken on for Marketplace. And, well, I got the Super Sidekick, but when I got her home and opened it up, all the wires were gone on the inside. The boards were still there. They just weren't hooked up enough.
Yeah, you mentioned that, I don't know, it was last week or whatever, and that's just pretty damn ridiculous. I think Bagger said there's not enough copper wire in there worth pulling it all out to make any money at the scrapyard.
I know. I'm going to shop around for another mic this weekend.
What radio is that?
It's an old Midland bass that I bought for $40. It's a 17-898 sideband from 1973.
Oh, the Midland 898. Yeah, that's a good radio. You need to talk to Sandbagger about it then. He'll tell you what the best thing to run on it is. I think he runs a D104 on his, but it could be a Turner Plus 2 or 3. I'm not sure, but he plays so many musical microphones too. He has one.
I was looking around on the net to see how to boost how to turn up the modulation and the power, but the adjustment points, I can't find any of them on this damn board.
Oh, I'm sure Sandbagger could point you in the right direction next time you get a hold of him. He'll point you where to go, I'm sure.
They say they're in the lower right-hand corner, but I don't see nothing marked. LV1 and RV2 and.
Yeah, I'm not going to be much help there. I never had one, but I know what they look like. I know Dave does have one, and I think his was the Flood Special. He's got a couple of radios. One was a Lightning Special, and one was a Flood Special. And I don't remember which is which, but I think that one was his Flood Special, where it was in somebody's basement that got flooded, and they gave it to him, and he was able to bring it back to life.
Wait, this one's the 898, not the 898B.
Yeah, well, now you get down to those weeds. Now I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one it is that he has.
Well, the B had a separate calibrate for the SWR.
Well, you'll have to save those questions for the next time that Sandbagger's on the Classic Radio Roundup.
I see him on the boards every now and again. What's it, Grumpy Old Man?
Oh, yeah. You Grumpies? Yeah, you could go ask him the questionnaire. He'll answer you on that.
Yeah, I'm a little leery to even get into this thing, because once I get into stuff like this, I lose my way and get distracted.
Yeah, that's why when I do take on a project, I stick with that project until I'm done with that project, and then move on to the next project. So that's why there's so many projects around here waiting to be worked on. But there are projects that I am working on, but the wait's got to wait until I'm done with the one that I'm waiting on or working on. So, but yeah, I get it. If I start trying to work on everything at once, nothing gets done.
Well, my problem is I'll get into something, I'll take some wires off to rewire them, and I'll get called away, and then I come back and I forget where the hell they went.
That's where these modern cell phones are great. I take pictures of everything before I start working on it from more than one angle. Because I've learned that if you don't take it from more than one angle, the one angle you do take it from doesn't show you what you need to see.
You got that right. I was looking for a decent picture of that sidekick on the inside. Yeah, everything's always in the way. I can't see where the wires are going.
What do you need? The picture internals of a super sidekick?
Yeah, that's the one I got where all the wires were taken off. I've been trying to rewire it, and I need to figure out the interconnects between the boards.
I could probably help you with that. Out with that. I got a super sidekick. I just have to take it apart, open it up, and start taking pictures.
I'll give you my number if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
610-568-6439.
All right, I got it. Give me a few days. I'll put you in my phone now so I don't forget. But give me a few days to get time to open it up, take pictures.
Yeah, no rush. It's just here. I got a mic working now. My name's Charlie, by the way.
Yeah, okay, Charlie. You got Pete. Operator Pete. Papa Echo Tango Echo. Countywide Radio. A public service station.
Yeah, I've been hearing you ever since I got back on this thing. I'm up here in Beckelsville.
Ah, yeah, good old Bechtolsville. Yep, know right where it's at. You're not all that far away from me.
Well, I'm up on the hill at the Lazy Gate. I mean, I'm the highest point around here. It's even higher than a quarry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're up on that hill. Hey, that's a good spot up there.
I heard somebody from, I don't know where the hell they were from up on 20. And my antenna just picks up everything.
Don't beat me up too bad. But what the heck did you say your name was?
Charlie.
I was trying to do too many things at once. I was opening up the phone while you said it, and I even repeated your name, but I still dropped the ball. But I got it now. It's getting old sometimes. I don't even know if I can blame it on being old. Just being, unsticky brain.
Well, the bitch about being old is you never forget the shit you want to.
Right. You never forget the things you want to forget, but you remember all these stupid things that just take up brain cells. But all those brain cells are taken up, so there's no room for the important things you need to remember.
Hey, I could sing you a jingle from 1965, but I can't tell you why the hell I went into the living room.
Grab the wheel of your automobile and swing on down to Ideal.
I remember that. Roto-Rooter, that's the name. We just flush your troubles down the drain.
Yeah, all the energy you want. Even space boys and space girls know. Cream-filled Twinkies.
That was awesome back then, man. Everybody was a little naive. And, now we're all jaded and our eyes are open to the trash in the world.
Bunch of Fritos go with lunch.
Hey, do you think they could get away with the Frito Bandito these days?
Ah, that'd be racist.
Hawaiian Punch.
Oh, yeah, Hawaiian Punch, Frito Bandito. Heck, you can't even show the Looney Tunes anymore because kids nowadays are too stupid to realize that you can't blow people up just because the Roadrunner and the Coyote were going at it. Oh, yeah, no. It wasn't an educational program. It was entertainment.
Kids are were just as stupid back then. It's just there are more of them now.
I don't know. I don't remember anybody trying to drop an anvil on anybody.
You ever see Yosemite Sam after somebody dropped a safe on him? There's nothing but his shoes sticking out.
Oh, yeah. You know what was one of the most racist cartoons? Popeye. When he went to the islands.
Oh, there was Bugs Bunny did a few racist cartoons. They've got since banned, but they were out there in the early days. And in the early days of the internet, I gleaned a lot of that stuff. It was on the internet. There was Bugs Bunny and Sap the Jap. And then, of course, you remember the one where there was the Aborigine in Australia, the Unga Bunga Bunga with Bugs Bunny. Oh, yeah, there was a lot of stuff out there. And then there was another one. It was Snow White and D7 Dwarves. And they were all black.
I remember that one. Remember Tom and Jerry? They had that mammy.
That's the best one. I remember that sucker. Yeah.
Which I heard you, Mr. Fix-It. What was that one, Dave?
Southern Fried Rabbit. It's still on the internet. I think it's 1954.
Yeah, there's some good ones. Even the one with the gremlins. You know, the gremlins all over the bomber and Bugs Bunny. They banned that one. Like, what was racist about a bunch of gremlins?
The people who are out there pointing their finger, that's what's really racist.
I used to collect a bunch of cartoon crap, and I had a napkin that was drawn by Chuck Jones, and it was Red from Red Hot Riding Hood.
Yeah, all that Looney Tunes stuff. Man, that stuff was gold. It was gold.
I'll never forget on that, the wolf is in the audience while she's singing, and he yells, "How old is she?"
Yeah, you know, watching that stuff as a kid was one thing, and then rewatching some of them as an adult, there's another layer to this, a lot of that stuff.
My dad used to watch it with us, but he was laughing on a whole different level than we were.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember they changed the name of that chicken restaurant, Sambo's?
Yeah, with like the Bob's Big Boy looking guy out there, but he was, it was a pickaninny or whatever. They got rid of all that. Yeah, they got rid of him, the mascot, and changed it to Sam's.
That reminds me of that radio show host that referred to the women's basketball as nappy-headed pickaninnies.
Yeah, that's right.
And speaking about the finger pointers,
go ahead there, Bite Buster.
Did you guys hear in the news about the woman who worked here in Allentown in the courthouse? She was also a member of the school board, and one morning she came into work and found a noose. All of a sudden, who put the noose on her desk, and they had a big deal about it. FBI came in, they took samples of everybody's DNA, swabbed their cheeks and all this to see if they could find anything. And it turns out it was she who put it on her own desk.
I heard that. That made the news for sure. Yeah, and she was all cooperative with the investigation until they asked her to provide a DNA sample, and then she refused. And then a little bit later on, she goes, could you, I don't really need you guys to investigate this. You guys can stop investigating this. I'm like, who asked for an investigation to stop? See, like all these racist hate crimes, there's more demand than there is supply. So they need to manufacture these. That's just another Jesse Smollett action, is all that is.
I'm surprised it didn't make the national news. They need to show that.
She needs to be fired and prosecuted with the same charges as an actual hate crime. She just needs the same penalties put upon her.
You're going to drive Chucky away.
I agree.
Oh, Chucky agrees. Yeah, this isn't political. This is criminal.
Follow the money.
Yeah, there's just not the level of racist hate crimes in this country that the left wants you to believe. So they manufacture them.
I thought the same way about these girls that accuse these guys of rape, and it turns out that they weren't raped. I think they ought to get the same punishment the guy was going to get.
Yeah, well, there was that one. What was it? It was several years ago now, on a college lacrosse team or something like that. I don't remember the details anymore. Where they cried rape and everything, ruined these guys' lives, got them kicked out of school, and their lives are ruined to this day. And the whole thing was made up.
That was Duke.
Yeah, that's it, Duke.
Yeah, that chick should have got what they were going to get.
I agree. You accuse someone of a false crime, you need to be prosecuted to the same extent as if you had done that crime yourself.
Absolutely. Those guys will never live that shit down.
And it was all made up.
I know, but they're still carrying that baggage around.
Yeah, which is just wrong. I mean, they were never prosecuted. You're innocent until proven guilty. Well, they were obviously proven innocent, but they're still tagged with that baggage. I don't know why that is.
It's because the accusation goes on front page and the retraction goes on page 9 under bold.
Yeah, I'm sure that's part of it.
Where I work, they have zero tolerance for that. So if somebody is accused and they find out that it was bogus or false, that person gets terminated.
As it should be.
Well, they got to keep the accused anonymous like you do with the victim.
Terminated. Get to the chopper.
I'll be back.
I got no tolerance for rapists. I think it's much easier to understand a guy accidentally killing another guy than a rapist. That's got to be premeditated. You don't accidentally rape somebody.
No, I have no tolerance. They're lowest of the low are child molesters and rapists, or anybody who screws with a child. Like, do not destroy a child's innocence. They'll never get that back. So anybody who does any sort of anything untoward towards a minor is bad in my book. And then rapists are right there next to them. Like, you're violating a person's violations. They're about the worst you could get in my book.
It should be a capital crime, and the punishment should be carried out in public where people can see it.
Well, see, that's the thing, though, because now the criminals are the victims, and they need to be understood and taken care of, and they just were, not inclusive or inequality. So, they need a second chance and a third chance and a fourth chance and blah blah blah. No, we need to go back to personal responsibility, and you need to be held accountable for your actions. And on public display. That would deter a lot of this nonsense.
I told my wife when we had our first daughter, I told her, anything ever happens to her, don't you dare call the police. I'll handle it.
Yeah, I think the taxi is making sparks up along the guardrail right now, though.
My brother's got 1,000 acres down in North Carolina and a backhoe.
Oh yeah, I love those signs on the rural properties. Yeah, we've got 100 acres and a backhoe. Don't even think about trespassing.
The trick is about 3 foot down, you got to put a dead dog. That way their cadaver dogs alert on that, They dig, they find a dog carcass, and they mark it as a dead dog.
Or better yet, just have a wood chipper and just spray them all over the places. Nothing can be found.
Too much DNA on the wood chippers.
Well, then you just you acid wash it.
That's where these guys mess up, you know. You got to have a plan. They have no follow through. They always put them in a shallow grave, and then somebody's dog brings them an arm.
Obviously, Killbagger isn't in here.
No. Hello, Greenie.
Hello. Who's that gentleman you're speaking with, real quick? He sounds real faint in my receipt, but I got a good signal on him.
That's Mr. Fix-It.
10-4, Mr. Fix-It. Hello to you.
And a good hello to you.
Daggone 507. Sounds like I'm ghost talking.
Actually, I was going to go outside and see if my antenna fell down, because all I hear is you, pretty much.
Well, the video gate will verify that I'm not talking to myself.
I know you're not talking to yourself. The gentleman you're speaking with needs some audio. And then other people will be able to hear him besides you.
Yeah. All he needs is audio. He's got enough signal to you. And I don't think he is currently in a position to give you more audio. He's working on it.
I get that, because I've been working on my stuff for years. And that's just fine. As long as we all get better with time. Sometimes it takes some time. And patience. Energy. Maybe a couple of nickels.
Yeah, but this old Tram Titan really sounds pretty good. There's no lacking in audio in this thing.
No. Well, you heard it.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It sounds good. See, I video gate everybody else, and they get to hear what they sound like at my station, but I never get to hear what I sound like at theirs.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to put that up with some better stuff. Just ignore the guest meter. You're more like guest 8.5 here. So that's a problem.
Yeah, well, speaking of problems, I got to track down. I haven't really pursued it yet, but I got to track down this receiver issue I have. Because you're like almost S9, and then you're S6. Like, everybody varies, and it's my system here. It's been going on for a few weeks now, and I keep hoping it'll fix itself, but it's not gonna, so I'm gonna have to do something about it. The weird thing is it doesn't affect my SWR or my transmit, just my receive. It's like kicking in, I don't know, 6 dB worth of attenuation and then kicking it back out whenever it feels like.
Just find the TR relay in your last stage there, whatever it is, and drag a clean dollar bill through it while applying pressure.
Well, I would agree with you if it was only one radio it happened to. It doesn't matter what radio I use. Any radio on the vertical antenna, it does this.
Yeah, I remember hearing this. Well, that matching network that's in the middle of that thing could be funky. You might have melted the slobber out of it. And you got wires twisted next to other wires now.
Yeah, okay, I would buy that if it affected my transmit, but it doesn't.
No, on transmit, you got enough gas to bridge the thing. But on receive, you have microamps.
Yeah, well, maybe you're onto something. Well, if it's the antenna that's the problem, that's going to be more of a problem than a regular problem.
I was told Night Train would be around. It's 9:02.
Let me send him a text and see if he's going to pull into the station tonight or he's distracted.
Or you got to wash off the coal dust or the axle grease from the train.
Hey guys, I'm gonna duck out of here.
Fill up the water.
All right, there, Mr. Fix-It. I'll get back with you at some point, not too distant future, with some pictures of the inside of that super sidekick. And apparently, you definitely need more audio there, because I seem to be like one of the few that actually can hear and understand what you're saying. Everybody else says you got a good signal, but they can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm working on that, but I'm working with a very limited budget. I live off Social Security, and I'm sweating them tearing it down.
No, I get it. I know you're working on it, and everybody's got some sort of budget they got to deal with. So, understood. I'll help you out where I can. Countywide
Radio.
Rooster.
This one. I had to go to the proctologist the other day. I went in the exam room and I said, "Hey, where should I put my pants?" And he said, "In the corner next to mine."
I've heard Edison cylinders from 1895.
And they had more audio.
Well, not trying to be a jerk. I can't help myself, though. It just comes out naturally. But I've been there. It takes a little time, energy, and patience. Then you'll get it right.
Well, he's retired, living on Social Security. He bought some microphones off a marketplace that didn't turn out to be as they were supposed to be, and he's working on trying to take care of that. So that's where he's at. He got a little bit screwed. So anyway, yeah, he doesn't, it's funny. Like, he doesn't sound all that quiet to me. I mean, he's not the loudest, but it's not that quiet. Doesn't seem. But he also gives me a really good signal. So maybe that's it. On your gate there, I was like, oh man, I can't even hear him at all.
Yeah, for a half hour. Yeah.
Hey, what kind of radio is he working off of there?
The proof is nobody else broke in and said anything.
He's using a Midland 898B.
Got a 4-pin?
Hell, I don't know. I don't have one, but probably.
I have a power mic I could give him here. Set up already for a 4-pin radio, probably a Cobra or something.
Yeah, Sandbagger was in here. He'd be able to answer all these questions and tell you the pin out and everything else. Are you still in here, Mr. Fix-It? Nah, he turned the knob already. So maybe you catch him on Sunday night or next Wednesday. Make that offer.
Yeah, I don't mind giving it up. I have a bunch of microphones there.
Well, I'm sure he'd be most appreciative, because what he's got seems like it's something he has to piece back together to make it work.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, I think we've all done that at one point or another.
You're listening to that.
I'm listening to it. You're listening to it.
It's all pieced together.
What, you think I got this Tram Titan working like it is when I got it?
No, I know better than that.
It's the only way I can afford this kind of cool junk, is get this stuff that doesn't work and then fix it.
How many crystals can you stuff in one rig?
Yeah, this one has 23, one for each channel.
Yeah, let's That's our new design goal. We're going to stuff as many crystals as we can in one box.
I even had to rewind. I wound up my own inductor for it because the receive tuner uses an inductor in there for part of the tuning circuit, and it went way off. Like, I don't know, 10 channels or something. It was ridiculous. It was way off from the beginning. So I got some enameled wire and some Delrin, turned it to the right size, spun it on my lathe, and wound the enameled wire, made my own inductor, put it in place, and here I am.
You should be selling those online.
Oh, I could probably get a mint for it. I'll probably charge $50 or something for them, especially the CBers.
Get us a Tronics Model 90.
No more classic CBs for me. I got what I got, and that's it. I'm not buying no more. Because when I'm dead, the wife won't do anything but throw them out.
I might show up on Slime Band night with my D201A because it works great on SSB, or at least I think it might work great.
Oh, I'm sure Dave would appreciate that. You should send him a message and tell him, because then he'd probably put his on.
Yeah, well, I don't have his info, but yeah, eventually. I think it works great.
I'll send him a message for you if you want.
Let me give me a couple days. Let me see. When's the last time I looked that thing up? Trying to remember. I was trying to fix it because the AM receive is messed up because of the resonators in the IF section, and I replaced them all. I recapped all the caps, replaced any resistors that were out, and it still has a tap on the circuit board sensitive dropout on AM. It's very frustrating.
Yeah, you might want to discuss that with him. He's pretty good. He's restored a few of those. But so anyway, figure it out. If you got it working, let me know before Sunday, and then I'll just let him know and give him a heads up. He'll probably fire his up.
Yeah, I went on Grumpy's and got the head guy on planet Earth to tell me what to look for. So I just need to do it. Motivation. I have other things going on.
That Grumpy's forum is a really good resource, especially for those radios. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the Train has a couple of those D201s. I think he has a I don't know, hardwired, hand-wired, whatever, printed circuit. Well, I don't know. I know he's got a 1 and a 1A, I do believe. Where is the Train? Maybe we say Train 3 times. Speaking of, we haven't called out Renegade. Where you at, Renegade?
I'm right here. I'm making some spaghetti.
Oh man, you're squealing, but all right. I figured you were there. Good to hear you on. Gotta have you check in at least. Go ahead and take care of your spaghetti. Right now I'm calling for the night train. The night train's supposed to be here, where you should be here. I didn't get any reply from a text, so I don't know. Maybe he got taken up and he's getting taken care of by the Mrs. Train or something.
I cut my mic gain down. Did that stop the squeal?
Didn't stop it, but it reduced it quite a bit.
Maybe you're hearing my microwave running too.
Yeah, it's just a little bit on the edge.
There you go. That should be it.
No, it's worse.
It's worse.
Yeah, man, you're Hatfielded.
How about now?
There you go. Now it's gone.
All right. Well, I'm in here listening. I'm okay. Like I said, I'm making spaghetti and meatballs now.
All right, just doing a welfare check. All right, you got to answer up. So go ahead and take care of your spaghetti and meatballs.
I am.
hungry.
Hurry, hurry, hippo.
Rooster.
441.
Countywide.
Radio.
Night train base station.
There you go.
There he is.
There's a man of the hour.
It's about time. You're 12 minutes late.
How's everybody? Train sign on classic radio. Round up.
Our knight in shining armor.
The Train Approval Center.
I see, we're all present here.
Yeah, I even got Chucky in here for you.
Chuck, you in there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, hello there. Hello there. Hello, Dave. Hello, Pete. Hello, Scott. Let's see who else is in there.
You were being discussed on 160 meters tonight, just so you know.
Hey, what did y'all say about me?
How we're going to fix you up to get you on 160 meters.
10-4.
You got an unamplified D104 you can dedicate to that transmitter?
I probably do. I'll have to do some looking. And I was wondering about that receiver, Pete. You know, I got a receiver here. I'm thinking maybe I want to bring that over and have you see if you can get the two of them to work together. Is that the right receiver for that?
Any HF receiver is the right receiver. But I was unclear as to whether, is it operational or does it need work?
Well, I think it'll need work because it's been sitting here for years now, and I have never fired it up. And I'm thinking that I want to work those two together.
Yeah, it'd be a fine pair to start out with. So yeah, I guess you could bring it on over, and I get the two working together. Give it to go on over and all. So yeah, you can set that up. I got your dipole made for 160, but I'm not going to trim it out or tune it until we hang it at your place. I got it extra long, so when it's up and in place, we can trim and tune it there.
That sounds nice. Yeah, that sounds real good. Is this thing all right here?
Sounds like you're right here.
That's good, because you know, you never know what's going to happen when you turn the classic on.
Yeah, sound like you're right here, right now. One more question, and I'll turn you loose to the rest of the boys. Did you get my PayPal address?
No, I didn't. Let me just check, just in case. Hold on.
Because I sent it, and then I didn't hear any kind of confirmation or anything. But anyway, it's my wife, so in case you don't recognize the name or whatever, it's her PayPal. So it just makes her happy if she gets the money, and then I just spend the money I need to spend. But I'm also going to buy caps and recap that thing too while I'm at it.
Yeah, I kind of think that that's the right thing to do.
Well, since it's here, opened up, being worked on, I might as well. But it's 2 tubes away from being completely operational, and then everything else is just betterment.
All right, so no, I did not get yeah, I thought you want to recap. Work AM, couple minutes and died. Otherwise, no, Pete, I do not have the PayPal. You can send that again.
Yeah, okay. The last thing I got from you is a picture of your Knight R100, and then I replied to you after that a couple of things, so I guess you didn't get any of that. All right, I'll send it again.
10-4.
Good evening there, Night Train.
Oh, hello, Goosey Lucy. Foxy Loxy. What's going on, man?
None at all. Just working on a microphone, so I was sandbagging, and I heard you come in there.
Sound good, man. You sound real nice. You must be on that 2995 DX.
You know it.
Yeah, 'cause that sounds better than that other one you got.
Let me know if you get it.
I'm fixing a mic for it now. If I'm shitting, I don't know, these microphones, they don't fit the screws in them and the metal plate like they used to. So now when the mic gets pulled, the little skinny wire goes right through that, through that rubber piece, and it just breaks the wires off in the microphone.
Oh, wow. So you're having difficulties?
Yes, I gotta refix it. Now my phone's ringing.
Pete, that came through how much?
I sent that to you. It's right here. What was that? 59.90. No. Shipping and all was 77.23. Shipping, and I got matched pair, so that was extra $10. I figured they're going to be working together, and shove Yank Audio. Might as well get the matched pair.
So what's that total?
7723.
All right. That's on its way. Hold on.
10-4. All right. That's all I need to know.
Those tubes were 25 cents a piece in the 50s and the 60s. Man, what's happened to our economy?
Yeah. Well, if I'd have bought 10,000 of them back in 1952 at 25 cents a piece, I'd now be just as poor, probably.
You'd be dead because you'd be so old.
Well, that's also true.
Maybe that's what happened to all my friends from the radio in the 70s and 80s. None of them are around anymore.
It's best to be on a citizen's band. That way you remain alive.
I don't get that. If you're a citizen, guaranteed to be alive if you talk on here. I've read Part 95 from one end to the other, and I didn't get that.
You didn't get that memo?
Well, it's not a memo. It's government regulation.
I swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I think there was an addendum to that.
There's OJR. What was the addendum?
What you had just said there. What you just said. You stay on the CB radio, you stay alive. That was the addendum.
Because the CBers that are ham operators, they're alive.
Right. If you give up CB radio and go to ham, you're going to be dead soon. Hello, old JR.
Good evening there, Night Train. Good evening, Pete and Dave. Hello there, Dave out there. I don't know who's all in here. I just got in here. I was up on 20 meters there for a while. Goofing around that little pond, the pool. Warrior. And Rooster. Go ahead there, Rooster. I just didn't want you to forget. Well, I didn't know you were in there, so I'm not going to forget now, by golly. How can I forget the old cock-a-doodle-doo?
Well, hello, Jim. Good to hear you.
And likewise, right back to you there. Yeah, I got sidetracked tonight there, having a little fun on the other one. So, you know how it is. Once you get started, you just can't stop. Yeah, you're a little late.
Like lazy potato chips. Work any good dog x-ray?
Yeah, how'd you wind up at 20? You still doing the paper and the hat?
Yeah, actually I am. Yeah, well, yeah, there was one guy, his name was Luca. Where the heck was he? Sardinia, I'm not pronouncing that right, but that's where he was. We talked there for a good bit there, too. That's about it. The rest of it was all local stuff.
Sardinia, off the west coast of Italy, a property of Italy.
I figured that. It started with an I. There was somebody in here earlier from, I don't know where he was from.
Might have been close to Sardinia, or maybe Jersey.
Joker's backyard. Or was it Rooster's backyard? I'm sorry.
No, it's Joker's backyard because he's not almost in Jersey.
Just forget it.
Some things you can just never shake off, Rooster.
You shouldn't even try.
And that guy was from overseas somewhere, but I couldn't get back to him. And he was on 15.
15's a really good band. I like 15 meters.
10 on 15.
Oh, my bad.
I was surprised to hear him there.
You know, when Sputnik went up, and the Russians put Sputnik up into orbit to rub it in the United States space, which is a really dumb idea, the beacon was on 15 meters. And 15 meters was empty at that time because it was allocated as a ham band, but had not yet been opened up for activity. So there was a clear frequency to hear Sputnik's beacon.
Whoop-de-doo.
And then people were like, the Russians put something up in space, and everybody with a ham receiver can hear it. What are we going to do about this?
Yeah, and America freaked the hell out and went on a technology overdrive. Oh, no, we can't let them be the only ones in space.
Didn't we build an antenna that looked like a Sputnik?
To the moon, Alice.
Discone, I think it was. Hello, Chuck.
Oh, good evening.
Chuck, you're like full scale over here, man.
Oh, very good, yeah.
It's not fair.
Oh, all's fair in love and war and CB radio operation. Unless you put all knobs to the right and sound like doo-doo. That ain't fair.
P, I need you to verify that I sent Linda Taylor 77.23 just to make sure it didn't go to someone else.
All right, stand by.
What you running there, Train?
Hi, Cal, thank you.
I am running the Sonar FS 4023. Why? What's up?
He's louder tonight.
Oh yeah, you're loud. You sound one of them. You sound like one of them down getters.
Oh, I'm getting on down? Yeah.
Yeah, it's cranking. Sounds good.
I could turn the volume down on the microphone if that'll make it more comfortable.
I'm never uncomfortable. I got that. I take it all in. I'm easy listening. Unless you sound like Freebird with the echo.
Easy like Sunday morning.
That was a little rough.
Yeah, you sound good, Night Train.
This doesn't sound like Freebird with the echo now, do it?
No, I said unless you sound like that.
Oh, you're talking about me? You're behind my back, huh? Shut my back. The guy's talking about this shit.
Sound just like them, man. You're a dead ringer.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll back off the microphone a little bit. That any better?
You were fine before. Don't. I'm not busting on you.
It's not like, what's his name, too loud and blowing you out of your seat or nothing, is it?
Well, you gotta you gotta tell me what's his name is.
Goose.
Well, no, What was that?
Sounds like somebody way out in the distance.
possibly even in the blue waters.
We're here in the West Indies. Oh, out there in the West Indies? I don't know. I hear somebody out there in the West Indies. Old JR up here around Reading, Pennsylvania saying hello. Hello there, Crazy. Good evening, Crazy. Nice to make your acquaintance. Sounding good up here in Pennsylvania. There's a couple other guys in here probably want to get back to you there, Crazy. So I'm going to sit it on the side and let them do their thing. They call me Old JR. We're going to be standing by. Your number ain't by 187, is it?
Hello there, Crazy. They call me the Night Train. Hey, Crazy, Night Train, your knight in shining armor. JR's neighbor, kick it on back and let me know if you got a copy. Break, break. Tim Roger there, 212. I thought you was in Grenada. Somehow or another, I thought 212 was in Grenada. Are you the same 212 around Grenada? All right there, 212. I remember you, man. Top of the evening to you. Old Night Train, you're 336 Eastern Pennsylvania. We got you. Come on. All right, man, I'm going to step aside. Somebody else may want to shout before you clear out. It is your Night Train base station, and I'm back quiet. Crazy, take it away. All right, guys, take your turn.
Crazy, Crazy. 199 Pennsylvania. Yeah, Crazy, we hear you up here fine, up here in Pennsylvania. Sounding good. You take care. We'll talk to you later. Check, check.
Hello?
They call me the Rooster.
Hello?
Check, check. Hey, Night Train. Where is the West Indies located? East of Gibraltar. Well, that helps. That next to East bit? East of Gibraltar. Or is that east of Jersey? That's what I'm trying to say, Jersey.
I'll tell you what, that crazy, JR, that was my very first contact in the West Indies. He is in Grenada, and that's right on top of Venezuela.
Well, yeah, I got that. But I figured there was something going on there when you said your knight in shining armor. I mean, ooh.
But you said, oh, JR. Somebody else is out there.
they talking to us or not?
I don't know. I got like almost a 5 noise level tonight.
That's right on the top of South America.
That is correct. Yeah, that's 212 round Grenada. And he was my first contact in the West Indies, and I thought that it was the boys in the neighborhood playing with me, man, making me happy. You know, gonna fake it, and then I get all happy, and then they all bust out laughing. But then when he said, "God bless you, 336, 212 round Grenada," I said, this guy's not joking. I actually made Venezuela. I was so happy, man. That was probably about 13 years ago.
Yeah, and then there's Ecuador. We talked to them.
Yeah, I remember that. You remember that, Rooster?
Yeah, then Peru is Bezos. I never talked to Peru. But, yeah.
I'm still waiting for Hawaii.
Hawaii was in there tonight, but I couldn't reach him.
What's Skyrider been doing Hawaii?
What band?
10, actually. 10 meters.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that Hawaii. I want it on Citizens Band. Hawaii and Nome, Alaska. And then I could sell all of these radios and it'd be over.
Nome, Alaska was in there last week, too.
Is that right?
I didn't try. I forget what time it was, but I'll tell you what, the whole Hawaii was in there, Alaska was in there, California, they were all in there.
Yeah, I want that Hawaii and I want that Nome, Alaska. I want Nome, Alaska more than I do Hawaii because he only coming once in a while.
I tossed up there in Canada to Alberta already.
Yeah, that's nothing new. I want Nome, Alaska. Nome, baby, Nome.
I was in the other night, but I didn't try though. But the guy in Hawaii, I tried. But you know, you just gotta keep trying until he hears you.
Yeah, he's got to say night train too. He can't just go talking to me without calling my name. Talk to JR about that.
Yeah, we got over my really good nothing and jumping in there. You just go until he hears you.
Oops.
Sometimes I try for like 10 minutes and I give up.
Not me. I just get on there once and I call. If they can't hear me, I could run over and do something else.
And all it takes is that once and they hear you.
You give up too quick, Dave.
Yeah, didn't you ever hear the song once, twice, 2 times?
3 times, oh matey.
Once is never enough.
Name your son after a train set.
Once, twice, 3 times, oh matey.
Breaker.
Go break.
I gave you bad information, but it's not my fault.
Oh no, don't tell me I sent somebody $77.23.
No, it didn't go anywhere because it's probably no good. She gave me the wrong name, so I'll send you the right name.
Oh man. Yeah, the thing said it might would be a scam. It came up and gave me a little warning.
Well, can't you just cancel that transaction or whatever? I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't have it. The wife takes care of that PayPal nonsense.
I'll have to see. Man. It did have the, well, yeah, you gotta send me, it's gotta be accurate.
All right. Well, here comes the accurate information. She apparently doesn't use it all that much either. That's why she gave me bad information. So I went and checked, and this is the proper information now.
10 Roger, I got it. All right, hold off. Hold off until I can see my way clear of this other one. I don't know where that's going.
All right, 10-4. Sorry for the mix-up. It's not entirely my fault.
Roger that.
I don't normally throw the wife under the bus, but I will on this one.
You guys are doubling.
I'll throw the wife under the bus. She made the mistake.
What about that email address? Is that thing any good? Because if so, it's going to send that money to that individual.
Well, that individual is her. That's also hers, but that's apparently not the one that's linked to her PayPal. The one I just sent you is.
It's in a pending status right now, Pete. It's in a pending status.
There's no way you can cancel transaction or anything like that?
Can't even click on it.
Oh, man. All right, so it's out there in limbo. Well, it'll bounce back at some point because there's no place for it to wind up with that.
I certainly hope so. I hope not. Hope so.
Well, I certainly hope so too. I'm with you.
Yeah, because it charged me a transaction fee for a total of $79.77 to Linda Taylor.
Well, sorry for giving you the bad info, but that's the info that I was given, and I can only give the info that I'm given because I don't control it.
All right, give me a little bit of time with this, and let's see if this clears out. 10-4.
Yeah, there's no real rush anyway. I mean, we didn't even have to move this fast. But anyway, you got the proper information now.
All right, then. Yeah, I usually like to get people paid. I don't like to play around. But I need to wait and see if this will clear.
Well, I was hoping I could get away without buying tubes, and I did until that one zwirched itself.
Yeah, no problem. All right, so we'll be in touch about that. 10-4?
Yeah, we'll just shove that off to the side and process it when it gets processed or whatever. No worries. I'll keep moving forward. But yeah, it is working. It is transmitting, and it did modulate until the tube put off a fireworks display. And only one of the tubes did it, but I figure they work in shove yank, so I'm just going to replace them both. I figured you'd want it that way.
That's right. If they're in shove yank, all new caps and everything, I could do the toothbrush and all of that kind of stuff. Clean it up, polish it up, replace that face.
Well, I figured that's where I would leave it with you. Fully operational, and you can do all the cosmetics and the cleaning. But I'll get it to where you ain't got to do nothing else but plug it in, get on the air with us.
Roger that. Sounds good, man.
There's a pretty good chance, better than even chance, that before it gets in your hot little hands, it'll make a debut on Classic Radio Roundup.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping so. Yeah, I do. See what it do, how it sound, how it compare with the Barker and Williamson or the Multi-L Mac.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be as cool as the Barker and Williamson made right here in Pennsylvania.
It might sound better than the Barker and Williamson.
Ah, that's a pretty tall order.
Might even work better in the Johnson 500.
Yeah, it might.
Or it could be like.
Or, well, it certainly weighs less than a Johnson 500 cumulatively. That's funny, Train. Where do you pick this thing up? I mean, seriously, I can't believe how heavy the damn thing is.
I heard about it. I'm a little bit worried about that part.
Yeah, you're not going to put it on any composite press board desk. You're going to need a real desk.
10-4, yeah. I figure I'm building something up there, but I'm still waiting for a few things anyway, so we're not in a hurry yet.
Oh yeah, I figured we had time. And when things start getting a little nicer out and it's up and running and all, you know, we can schedule the antenna portion of this project. Be nice to have the antenna up and running when you start moving into your building, even if the radio's not there yet. You can use it with your other radio.
That's right. Then you can fix your mic.
My mic's as fixed as it's gonna get.
Oh, all right. Well, take it in the backyard and shoot it with a 12 gauge. It's dying, and I think Skyrider was in there breaking.
Where you at, Skyrider?
He's breaking up.
What's he on, a walkie-talkie?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because I can't hear him, so he must be on a walkie-talkie.
Yeah, he's popping in and out. It's like, you know, it's like his key up and then he's not there.
Yeah, he's on something that I can't hear.
Must be having technical difficulties.
Well, whenever you get into these kind of hobbies, everything can't go right all the time.
You can say that again.
So, 507, what radio are you running tonight?
I'm running my Junction 500.
All right, I thought you were going to come on with that classic radio that you had the other night. Let Pete hear it.
I'm going to do that, but I'll probably get on there on Slime Band next time.
Oh, all right, yeah.
The reason I dragged Chucky out here was so he can give you the history of that Heath kit, and instead of him telling me and me trying to remember and tell you.
Well, anyway, I'm going to hit the road. It's been a lot of fun, folks. I'll be listening for a bit. 23 e Good DX, 507, 8 miles north of Amaranth, Delaware. Talk to you next time.
Hi, 507. I like how you pronounce Delaware. Catch you later. Good to hear you in there. Sounding good, too, by the way. Catch you.
Yep, sounding good as always there, 507. Pleasure having you on. Good fun all around tonight on the radio. And we'll do it again the next time we're available, hopefully. And all that jazz. 507, 73. Good DX. County-wide.
All right, dear 507 Night Train. Your knight in shining armor.
Thank you, gentlemen. Ain't no tariffs on this American iron. Talk to you later.
Hope everybody has a good night.
Who is that?
Just somebody listening in on the conversation. It's Red Lion on this end.
Hello there, Red Lion. Night Train waving at you saying hello. Hello, Red Lion. It's been a while.
Good evening, Night Train. I know we talked a long time ago. I haven't been coming down on
the lower channels too much, but turned an old radio on here. I have an old Craco, and I just wanted to warm it up a little bit.
Oh, that Craco is working. Welcome aboard Classic Radio Roundup, Red Lion. Come on back and let the guys know what your 20 is, Red Lion.
I'm up here at Bear Creek, just southwest of Allentown.
Roger that on that southwest of Allentown. I'm not sure what kind of creek you said it was. Did you say Salem?
Bear Creek Ski Resort.
Bear Creek?
I said, Roger.
Roger that. Well, welcome aboard, man. Sounding good. Red Lion, I'm going to step aside and let the guys say hello. It is your night train base station, Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Break back.
Red Lion is here, the spam can. I'm right around the corner from you, buddy, out in the country up on the mountain. Roger in the country there. You're not too far from me. No, I can sit on you. I'm not sure if he's still listening in here, but Bike Busters are around the corner from us, too.
Right here, checking breaker. We got another breaker. I guess nobody wanted to get on Red Lion's antenna.
He's talking with Spam Can right now.
All right, then the other breaker may as well go. Go ahead there, break.
Now, there's a conversation going on.
Oh, that's way up there.
I'll wait.
Yeah, Spam Can and Red Lion were talking, and he was trying to see if Bite Buster was in there, and they could make the contact. They're all neighbors. I was waiting until that was all clear, and I was going to try and get up on Red Lion's antenna. I remember talking to him.
Yeah.
But it's not necessary, so let the breaker go. Well, it's all quiet now.
That's right, Mr. Night Train, Mr. Ram McNally, you know who it is. Your biggest mud duck friend up here in the corner of Montgomery County. I heard that Red Lion up there around Bear Creek, man. He's making it. He's making it to our mobile around Red Hill. Just checking in, having a cigar. I said, hey, it's Wednesday night. You know what it is. 27 115.
Yeah, hello, Bassmaster. Top of the evening for your countywide.
Yeah, I was going to dig out the old Sidelight 29 for tonight, and I got involved with something. I looked at the time. I said, hey, by the time I dig all that off and throw in the truck and all that, it's going to be, maybe next week I'll put that radio in there, Temple.
Yeah, there's always next week.
Sound like Ram McNally is disappointed there, Bassmaster Night Train with the way.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm being disappointed. It's no surprise. That's Mr. Ram McNally. Good old Pete. Over on, I guess I would say western part of Montgomery County, no doubt. I did hear a little line up there around Bear Creek, man. It sounded good in my mobile. I don't know if you can hear this mud duck radio around Red Hill, Montgomery County. Come on, break. Got a copy. Yeah, full runner, man. Yeah, you're a little on the low side, man. I don't know what you're running, where you're at. You're in a car, in a house, or what, but I do hear you out there modulating. I wanted to wave a hand. I don't think I ever talked to you before, man, but you're definitely making it over here in this mobile on Red Hill there, runner. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there, man. I don't know what his ears are or what. Bassmaster's here, Spam Can. They're sounding real good, too, up here on the mountain. What do you say, Pete? I didn't hear him.
That was Spam Can. Spam Can getting back to you up around the top of the hill in Macungie.
Spam Cam in my country. Yeah, Temple, I got audio on you, man. You're not really killing me, but I do hear you, man. I just, trying to get in and talk to the boys on the Classic Radio Roundup in this mobile there, 10-4. 10-4, you're coming through pretty good up here on the mountain. You're coming through about 7 pounds.
Yeah, 4 I'm coming through the mountain. Yeah, no doubt, man. All right, man. I'll let you get and talk to the boys there, man. I just wanted to jump in. I'll be out here probably for the next 10 minutes or so. Just smoking an old gas station cigar in my Mud Duck Mobile. Bassmaster motor car. Right on Montgomery County. Got down. Got down. So when did this Skyrider get back? Hello, Skyrider. Are you still there?
Who's that breaking? Hey, it's me. Who's me? Whoever me is, you're not real strong, so you got to give me a chance to get you.
Breaking station, come back in. You're a little bit muddy on your audio there. We call them the Killer Bee. Is that the Killer Bee? That's right. You got that there, Pete? That's Killer Bee.
Yeah, I hear him. Hello, Killer B. Welcome to the Classic Radio Roundup. Spitfire, your county-wide radio.
Yeah, I'm wondering, I heard you one there a couple of weeks ago, but I'm wondering if I get really interested in that and do it again and see if I get a better radio.
Yeah, your audio's kind of weak. You got enough signal on you, but you got weak audio, so I'm not getting everything you said because I got some skipland noise or something making it a little rough and tough on you. Where are you located at, Killer B?
Trexler Town.
Say again?
Trexler Town.
Trexler Town?
That's right.
10-4 on the Trexler Town. Yeah, I'm getting you reasonably well. As long as there's no noise in there, I hear you fine. I'm down here on the east side of Pottstown.
Copy that. You signed a Pottstown. You sounding good.
Yeah, well, this is the Classic Radio Roundup. We're here every Wednesday night from 8 to 10, a little bit after sometimes, working these antique flea market radios. Come on.
Yeah, I'm looking to buy another radio. So the rest of us there, Killer B. Hey, I'm not too far. This is Spam Cam over here up on the mountain in McKenzie. I can hear you pretty good. You're coming through pretty nice over here. Put a little distance between you and that mic. But might clean your audio up a little bit. Copy that. Yeah, if you get another mic, I hope you say that this one didn't sound too good. Yeah, it's just a little bassy. I think you're overdriving it a little bit there, but yeah, I can make you out for the time being.
I hear Trexler Town over here on radio on the Mobile.
Copy on Trexler Town. Calling in from the Mobile, I heard you.
Yeah, full rider, like Spitfire said, you're a little low, man. I got about a pound on you. I do hear you. I can make you out there over here on Red Hill on my Mobile there, Bassmaster. Bassmaster, they call it a Bassmaster there, Templar.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go out there and let the other people talk. Maybe next time I'll have a better radio.
Yeah, full rider, man. Alright, man, I do hear you. Like Spitfire said, you are a little bit low, man. I don't know if you're in a base or in a mobile or what the situation is over there, but you're making it in a Classic Radio Roundup. Take care. I'll be on the side listening.
Alright, everybody have a good night.
How about a Skyrider?
Yeah, have a good night also.
Hey, 7-3 there, Killer B. Hearing you most of the time. So what you got is working, but there's a little bit of room for improvement. And this is a place to make your improvements and check it out. Lots of stations all around. So welcome and hope to hear from you again. Killer B, Spitfire.
Okay, Spitfire, yeah, you'll hear from me again. I was wanting to get back into it, and I wasn't sure, but I'm going to probably get back into it. I had fun. I had fun with it 20 years ago, Yeah, and there's still some of the same people out there still talking.
Yep, 10-4. Well, you'll most likely run into them here at some point or another on the Classic Radio Roundup. But your station's working. Welcome back to the hobby. Good to hear you on. Glad you found us here on the Classic Radio Roundup.
All right, thank you. Have a good night. Killer B, this is Sam Cam. Before you bust on out of there, too, I'd be curious to know what you're running, because you're giving me plenty of signal, man. You're coming through S9 over here. I got you plenty loud, so maybe you just don't have the hoops to get down there south of them guys. Yeah, I've been talking on a Galaxy DX 35 M2. You want any juice behind that thing? No, nothing behind it. That's probably it too. I have a feeling most of these guys here run a little bit of power, and I think that might be kind of the difference too. But yeah, you're coming through fine here, so maybe you just can't use any other reach. Yeah, the radio sounds pretty good. Yeah, you sound alright. You're plenty of signal. Your mic doesn't sound great. I think if you had a different mic, or maybe you were playing around with some of your audio settings, you might do a little better. But other than that, you're coming through nice and strong on my radio. Alright, so
I assume that the channel's clear.
hard to say.
Well, that depends what you define as clear, because Spam Can and Killer Bee are conversing, but locally it's clear.
I ain't hearing none of them guys. I got Barbados in there. They're kicking all their butts. Well, yeah, good evening. I hear them guys talking, but I'm surprised you don't. But anyway, JR, your Bassmaster Mobile waving.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't hear them, JR. Spam Can and Killer Bee. They're both doing well down to me.
Not tonight. I got Barbados in there. How you doing, Bassmaster? I heard you in there rattling your ears there. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Thing's loud, man. Yeah, full on, man. I was going to bring the Super Top 29 side mic out, man. I got a little feedback there. I better back up. I was going to bring the Super Top 70129 out just to be, considered classic radio round, because it's from 1991, so that can be, considered that, but I wanted to grab a cigar. I was getting late. I was late to the game there, so I just, kept it as original here to this discontinued Raptor 2 there. 10-4. I think you like hearing yourself. That's what it is. You got your talk back on, and I can hear it in the background. It's kind of like rattling. You know what I mean? It's letting you know that you got your talk back on, or letting me know you got your talk back on. Yeah, 410, yeah, I always like talk back, man. I own my radios for the past 30 plus years. I like having that talk back on, man, just so I can hear. I hear that audio, man. It's just, part of the game there, right? That's what I like. I know it's like, some people think it's annoying, but I like to talk back, man. And like I said, I've been in and out of the AM game and all that stuff, but I just like, running that nice, loud, crisp audio there. I like to be heard there, too. Oh, you're going to be heard. Absolutely. Nah, it sounds all right now. You must have turned it down a bit, because I don't hear it. I don't know what you would call that. I don't know. It's just like a little fine feedback type thing, but I know it's there. Yeah, 410, it's all about pulling my microphone towards the driver's side window away from the radio there. So I'm not super close to the radio, because if I center myself, you get feedback there. See, I back up and I do the old school, get close to the window there, right? Oh, yeah. I got you. Well, I'm glad you popped in anyway. Train, you know what? That's very close to the one that I had back in the day. But the seat was different. That was it. Same shifter. My shifter was white, but same 3-speed shifter. Yeah. Same style of seat, but different color I had. But it was like a two-tone. Mine was white, and then it had the part you sit on there with the metal flaky stuff on it. That was a different kind of white, like an off-white.
Yeah, they have variations. and but I know that's still the same model. You know, they ran it through the years. I went to the bathroom,
Yeah, it's looking good. Looking good. And I imagine you look at yours every day there. That one you got, that's all done, right? That is totally all done now.
Yeah, I got a little bit more I'm gonna do here, man. This thing right here, this setup here, I'm on about 520 tweeters there, man. 520 average wattage there, man. I don't know, man. For DX, I want a little bit more, man. I think I'm just running a little too much for the local guy there, all right? No sandbag. No sandbagger tonight. Fake, fake.
There he is. Nope, no bagger tonight. He had to work. He said he was going to have to, or he thought he would have to. Hey, Skyrider, good evening. You're working now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if something going on with my antenna. I had terrible SWR here, so I had to check it out.
What, on the base?
Yeah, on the base, I was tuning up that amplifier, and 4 bands down, my MFJ tuner blew a resistor, and I can't get past it. I have it sitting here. So took the amplifier out of the line, and I'm back with my old Comet Cat 300 tuner. But here on the 11 meter band, I shouldn't need a tuner for my antenna at all. You know, that was set up for that. So I was kind of wondering what's going on with my antenna here.
Well, that's not a good thing. Interesting. Well, check your ends. I guess you got to start there. I don't know quite what you had going on. Yeah. Start from the basics and then work back.
Yeah, also when I look at my at the noise level on the bass, the noise level is down 3 S units, and here on the CB, the noise level is down. I'm not sure if the antenna or something took a hit there, you know.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Well, I'm sure you'll get it. Sorry to hear that. That's a terrible thing when that happens, but you got to dig into it and figure out what happened.
If you never do anything, nothing will ever happen.
I don't even hear Skyrider tonight. What is he on something different?
I think he smoked his antenna.
I don't hear him, man. I got nothing. Sounds like you guys are ghost talking over here.
He's really, really low, but I do hear him. He ain't his normal self, even when he was first started out all barefoot and everything. He's even lower than that.
Yeah, right, Joe. Alright, I don't want to break up the conversation. I just wanted to put my sense in.
Yeah, I don't mean to break things up either, but it's after the big hour at 10 o'clock, and I'm done for the night. I got to get up early. So I'm going to stop the gate. But thanks for all the participants on the Classic Radio Roundup. Look for your voice on the video gate tomorrow at some point when I get it uploaded. Your countywide radio, 7-3. Thanks for all the fun.
Good night, Pete. Catch you later.
Good night, dear Pete. Thanks for the fun. Hello, Skyrider. Yeah, I hope you get that right, Skyrider. It's not good.
Yeah, it has to be antenna. Only
Night there, Pete.
going into the tuner and one cable going.
Alright, there, Mr. Spitfire. Listen, reality, you know what it is. You're fine over here.
Take that antenna tuner out of line. just put your VNA on the coax. See where it says.
Got down, goes. That's, I did that. I retuned the antenna just on the VNA. I have to check the coax, the line itself, see what's going on. If there's any issue.
But I mean, take your tuner out of line and just put the VNA on the coax of the antenna, and then go from there. I guess that would be your biggest test.
Yeah, that should tell me where the problem is. If the antenna took a hit, like I said, the antenna was 1-to-1 flat on 11 meter. So that's going to be the next step. So guys, just a short stay, and I talk to guys when everything is cleaned up again here in the shed.
How many watts you put through it?
It was about 700 watts.
700.
Yep, tuning up on FM.
Is that a peak or RMS?
That's peak.
Peak, average, RMS on FM, it's all the same on FM.
Yes, it is.
Solid carrier.
That was a no-no.
Yeah, never run that kind of watts on FM unless you know A, your amp can handle it, and B, your antenna can handle it. Usually I derate to 50% on an FM for anything that otherwise would have been sideband.
Because them 99s can't usually handle more than 1,200 watts.
Yeah, 1200 peak on sideband. 700 watts FM is pretty brutal.
Even probably 900, 1,000 don't blow up.
Sam, Charles City.
Yeah.
What's up there, Rooster?
See where you are.
What we got out there?
Come on, man, take a wild guess. Take a wild guess, Mr. Rooster. You know what it is. Break.
Man, he's now.